everybody, welcome to a new week. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, our alarm went off at 4, but we are going on holiday. We're going on a cruise around Greece. It's really exciting. We're meeting my parents here and we're going together, and we're currently waiting around in the North Terminal at Gatwick. Jude is wearing the most appropriate shoes. Looking forward to the holiday?
Yeah.
We are totally unprepared for this holiday. We've got no idea where we're going. So we're just gonna have to discover the ports as we go along. Oh god! Hello! Hello!
The temperature's a lovely 27 degrees.
Pretty awesome check-in point.
It almost feels like queuing to arrive at Disney.
Oh, it's nice and air conditioned. I can feel it already. Oh. Look at that view! Oh my goodness me. Well, I don't mind that view out the window. If they're all as good as that, I shall be very happy. I'm just a bit gobsmacked, to be honest. There we are. Good evening, I've just been snoozing. I think most of us have been snoozing. Haven't done much else since we had a lovely little lunch when we arrived. Now we're off to dinner. That's what cruises are all about, isn't it? Can you film my outfit of the day?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going full on sailor themed. I am being unashamedly themed tonight. So I've got my Hobden sailor dress on and red cardigan, which I think was just from Tesco's, I think. I've got to find the label. And I've got my new bag for accessorise to match, and shoes, gingham red shoes from Faith. That's it. And I've got my pipe, my ship's wheel earrings, and my necklace from Chris, and my wave bracelet from Chris. So I'm all, and my headband, which is probably from Claire's. That's it. I've got to be really careful about where the reflections are.
Like I said, I think I'll have to do it out on the
No, I think I'm safe in this corner. Just don't walk that way.
No.
Oh, well, we had the most delicious 3-course meal. I'm going to come home about a stone heavier because yes, it was delicious. Oh, then we had to do the safety thing, and then we went and watched the onboard singing theatre type group. They had a hell of a lot of energy. I don't know how they did it. Really energetic dance routines, although I do think they resurrected a choreographer from a children's jazz dance class in 1983. But then the songs were from the 80s, so I'm hoping that the rest of the performances will be a little bit more up to date. But anyway, so we're off to bed now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning. We've just had our first night on the boat, or ship I think it is, and oh, I slept really well actually. That's good because I think I needed to catch up, and we're now off to have our first breakfast. Like I said, cruises are all about food. I feel like so far all I've told you is like what we're about to eat and what we've just eaten. Anyway, yeah, good morning. It is, what day is it? Plane was Thursday, yeah, so today must be Friday. I think I'm going to a singing class at noon. That'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to film any of it, but I'll try. First of all, breakfast.
Weird moving around. Like, I woke up at 7:30 to go to the toilet. And as soon as I laid back down again, I was like, we're literally swooshing side to side.
Yeah.
And it was weird waking up this morning because there was no natural light. I was thinking, honestly, I work at voices outside and went, what time do they think they're doing? And I was like, should I wait a bit? I'll wait a bit and get up and complain and tell them they shouldn't be up at this time of the night. And then I had the morning announcement and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that is going to be a struggle. I didn't realise it would be.
Waking
not
up.
knowing what time it is.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Have you had a nice day?
We had a
You had a nice day?
Yeah, got over quick.
Yeah, it is over quick. Have you had a nice day? Good. Hello, it is formal night tonight, so we're all up in our dresses. And so everyone is dolled up and it's lovely to see what everyone else is wearing. Good night then, girls. Good night. See you in the morning. Thank you. Oh yeah, there we go.
Bit windy.
It's a bit windy.
Who needs a hairdryer on a cruise?
No, you don't need one. Morning everybody, we've woken up in Piraeus, which is the nearest port for Athens, so that's quite exciting. We're doing that today. We've got tickets for a hop-on, hop-off bus. Yeah, it was a bit of an early start. We've had breakfast and this is the view outside our balcony this morning. Acropolis. Look at the view. Just a Jude.
That is a view.
Yeah. We're just peering over this wall and found that there's all this stuff. And there's a theatre over there. Then there's modern Athens.
It's odd, isn't it? Seeing modern Athens and then it's just ancient.
Yeah, and there's our ship just over there.
I really thought there was there's a picture, the far left picture. It looks like someone stroking someone else's arse.
It does look exactly like that.
Someone stroking someone's arse.
I can see it. It does look like that.
Yeah, I see that.
The hop-on, hop-off bus. Oh, we've hopped off the hop-on, hop-off bus. The Acropolis was amazing. It was just amazing to look around. I can't think of a better word right now. And we're at the Plaka district, which is really pretty. There's like these huge olive trees and it's just nice and shady, which is nice because it's been very hot at the top of the bus. Some really nice little places, little tourist shops. So we're just having a bit of a look around. Mum's doing the pictures. Rain's blocking. It's double vlogging they call it, isn't it?
No vlog.
They always say vlog.
We've just done our photos and I just thought I'd show you. I've got a broccoli bake and with, what was it?
Crayfish and crab.
With crayfish and crab, and it's come in the crab. There. That's crab.
Sometimes it's there.
Oh my god! I didn't know we were doing
I've never heard one before.
Well, it's tropical night tonight, so they've decorated this bit, which looks amazing, but I don't think we're going to see any of the party because the show looks good tonight, so we're going to go watch the singing and dancing show. Well, at least some of us are. I think Jude's off to bed, Chris is off to read his book, and Ray's not sure. So it might be just me.
And I'm tired.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll say goodnight, and this does look really cool like this though. Good morning, it's Sunday today and we are currently on a hop-on hop-off open tour bus at Heraklion in Crete, and I think we're heading towards Knossos to have a look around the archaeological ruins and remains there, and it's a beautiful day. The sound of the insects! I know. It's so loud. So we hopped off the bus and we're now at Knossos, which is an ancient Cretan palace. I think the first palace was here in 1900 BC, and then the second one was built after it. The first one was destroyed in fire in 1700 BC. So this is pretty old stuff we're looking at. So there you go, a little very mini history of where we are. We went to Pompeii 3 years ago, and it's so weird to think that actually here is 2,000 years older than Pompeii, and you think Pompeii is as old as it gets. But Chris has just told me that this is sort of equivalent to the British Bronze Age, which really helps me put the sort of the historical ages into, makes it clearer in my mind anyway. I hope you can hear me over the sound of the insects, they're so loud here. Really what?
Grand.
Oh yeah, very. Well, we hopped off the bus again and we're now at the, I think we're heading towards the centre of Heraklion. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Just filling you in. Come on then. We're off.
Up to
see the wizard.
Come on, Wizard of Oz. It's quite pretty behind me. We're just leaving Heraklion, which is a port in Crete. Yeah, we had a quick look around the town. Rain and Jude looked around the museum, but our ticket didn't let us in, so we decided to miss that one. Yeah, the ruins at Knossos were interesting. I'm glad that we went to see them. It's still hard to believe quite how old they are. Then we came back, we had afternoon tea. We've just been trying to sort out what we're going to do for the next couple of days. We're still not quite sure. I think the plan is tomorrow we're going to try and get a train and go to Olympia, because we are going to Katakalon. That's it, Katakalon. That's where we're going tomorrow. A bit of a chilled rest of the day, I think. I think we've just got dinner planned. Okay, just like a quick update, and I'll see you later. The colour of the sea is just amazing. To holidays! Cheers! 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 Oh, they don't chink! Yeah, it's very nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a rocky one tonight. Yeah. It's a rocky evening today. We're all swaying backwards and forwards and feeling a little bit queasy even, when particularly when I get up to move. Dinner was very nice, and then we went to watch a really amazing show by, I don't know if it's a band or just a couple, but they were called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, and that was fantastic. I'm so glad that I caught that. Sort of a mix of folk and rock, and anyway, it was brilliant. So I'm definitely going to try and catch them again. Yeah, recommendation if you're going on an on a cruise. I expect they go from one ship to another. Yeah, that was a good evening, and then we just chatted to the kids for a bit in the cabin, and now we're off to bed. Yeah, it's going to be a hot day tomorrow, I think. So I shall say good night. Good morning, Good morning, it's Monday today, and we have docked. There's a ship just there. We're off to try and find the train station to take us to Olympia. And it's a beautiful day, and this looks like a really pretty little place. Yeah. Apparently there's only 3 streets, so we should be able to find the station. And apparently the train only runs when the cruise ship docks. So I'm a little bit nervous about getting back.
Hello, good morning. Welcome here. Where are you going?
This is the train we're going on. When I went to school. When I went to school. When I went to school in Olympia, and everyone's the same.
When me and Mum grow up, this sort of thing is it?
Chris and Jude are pretending they're not with us. By the way, if you didn't know, that's a whole song, and no doubt I should be singing it all day long. Well, we're on the train. The windows are not exactly easy to look out of, but I hope we did the right thing. I think it will be quicker than a coach. I'll see you there. Oh, I can love my noises.
Oh, I forgot how gorgeous kittens are. Yeah, we're just looking at the cat.
This cat has befriended us. Oh, he wants to get my bag. He wants me to carry it around and take it home. He does.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's gone off. I think maybe we should follow.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I went to school. Oh. Well, school.
Oh yeah, so this has been on the church thing.
Closely at that temple. Off to our right is the
Well, I went to school in Olympia, but everyone's the same.
On your marks, get set, go. Oh my gosh, it's going for ages. I didn't expect that. Well done, yeah! Wow, what was your pudding?
Pudding.
So this is the temple of Hera, the oldest temple of the sanctuary. That one over there that we can't see very well behind the trees was the temple of Zeus. Oh wow. Wander through the shops at Katakulin and it's really pretty, it's really lovely. There's definitely a port I recommend having a wander around. Clothes are a bit pricey unfortunately, so I didn't buy anything. But so now we've just popped back to the ship, which is just over there. And come to this little stony beach where the sand is not, underfoot is not very nice, but the sea looks gorgeous and we are baking hot. So I think we're just going to run into the water. It's just me and Rain. Getting ready to run into the water. Is it nice in there?
Yeah, it's, now I'm just staying in here a bit longer. It's warming up, but it's not like warm, it's just, it's pleasant.
Well done!
When it goes from deep to shallow quite fast. Yeah.
That was nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
We did it! We swam in the
We
sea.
did it, it's on the sea. Floated and I did it.
Really floaty water.
Yeah.
You just lay there and you float.
Don't move at all and you're fine.
Well, we did it. We swam in the sea. Although I did get bitten by fish quite a lot. They just kept tapping my legs. And then one really bit my knee and that was when I decided to come in. I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to fish. Right, back to the boat for afternoon tea. Good morning everyone, it's Tuesday today and we are in Albania, which is a bit of a random stop, but
Yeah, I thought it was Sarande.
Sarande is the name of the port, but we are in Albania. Well, we're not quite in it, we are floating just offshore of it and we're waiting for our tender, our little boat to take us to shore because I guess they haven't built, there isn't a port here big enough for the big ship. There's a bit of Albania out the window. And yeah, we thought we'd do an excursion, a proper ship's excursion today so that we actually learn a bit about the country and go inland a bit and see a bit more of the place.
Okay, that's when we're ready for our next group.
That might be us.
See you
soon.
11, please.
That is us. You alright, babe?
Morning all.
Morning. Oh, you alright?
every summertime the number of the tourists is rising. On your left side, there is a picture which is represented in that small house. The picture of that kind of mosaics belongs to this area here. It is covered now by sand in order to protect it to 30 details.
It's not colder than it was in Cornwall. It's English cold.
I guess it's colder down where it's deep. Oh, I thought they'd...
Yeah, I wouldn't swim there.
No. So we've come to this place called the Blue Eye, which is a really deep spring. So the really dark bit looks like the pupil, then it goes black and it goes blue like the iris of an eye. It's very busy here though. So apparently if you throw a rock down the spring, the water pressure will just bring it back up again. So that's what we're all doing now. Yeah. Just throwing rocks in. This is the bridge that we have to cross. Look at this.
So here we are to the east side, where the carvings, most of them. Theory, they used to believe in plants, in natural.
So we've come to an ancient monastery in Albania called the Mesopotam Monastery. Unfortunately we can't get inside, and it's meant to be beautiful with a big dragon mosaic and paintings all around the edges, but it's under restoration. It's been closed for 10 years, which is a real shame. I've just split up from the group to get to talk to you without being stared at. It's very quiet and peaceful. I'll just turn around, see what's behind me. Yeah. 400 years this ran as a monastery, and the monks treated all the sick people in the area, and they just said that there were two entrances, one on one side for the Christians and one on one side for the Orthodox religions, and I think that's quite a unique, unusual aspect of the place. Right, I'm just going to take a few photos and then get back on the coach. These animal carvings are all on the south side to face the sun, because it was believed that they rebirthed every morning when the sun shone on them. That's right, isn't it? Isn't that what she said?
That was it.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that all of these mythical creatures are in church?
Yes, totally. And like they said the floor was a complete dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame we can't see it.
I know, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know people who couldn't watch Harry Potter because it was magic and it was unchristian. And then here
there are dragons on a religious building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant that they shared like two religions.
Yeah,
at the same time.
It's brilliant. I love it.
I love that.
That's what, if all religion was a bit more like that.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be lovely?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be lovely? So they still ring that bell to call the locals to celebrate St. Nicholas Day, which for some reason they celebrate on the 6th of May here, not in December, because the name of the monastery is named after St. Nicholas.
They had the special places for praying, and the entrance, it was the same for both men and women. It was the same entrance.
We've just gone and visited a very old mosque. was really interesting. It was originally a Christian church, and then everyone converted to being Muslims, and it changed to a mosque. And
The brothers came to paint it, and they changed to Muslim whilst they were painting it.
it was really interesting, and the guide was telling us that the religions here have just learned to get on with each other and just be friendly with each other, and
They share the same area.
they share the same areas, that they intermarry between religions as well. And yeah, it was really nice. There, that's it from the outside. Well, we finished our little tour of Albania, which was really interesting. It's just interesting to see a different country never been to before. And before we go back to the ship, which is just over there, we're sitting on this beach. I agree with the tour guide, it's not the prettiest of beaches, it's just stone underfoot, but it's the Ionian Sea, and Rain's got an ambition to swim in all the different seas. And I don't think we're going to get the chance to swim in an Ionian Sea anytime soon.
No.
So we're going to just subtly change into our swimming costumes under towels, and yeah, have a little swim. There's one of the last tender ships coming back. It gets so rocky when it pulls up there. Albania looking as lovely as it can do at this time of the evening.
Still winning, that's fine.
You're playing against yourself.
I think that's what you do. I think you do it once. Well, I've got 5 points now.
So you track all the way down. So it can land on -10 and you'll be saying still winning.
Yes, I am.
You see?
It's like bolt swing. Alright, ready? Oh!
Oh, well done, Rain. Well done.
I'm scared of
Everyone, it's a sea day today, so we had a light in at last. We've been having quite early mornings to get out onto the port in time to do everything we've wanted to do. Yeah, this is our view today, just the sea. And I have to say, although I was sceptical at first about paying extra money for a balcony, it has been lovely. I think it's definitely worth it. Just off for lunch. I'm glad we've got a sea day today, so we can just spend some time relaxing before we go home tomorrow. So sad, I'm not ready. I feel like we've only just got here. See you later. Well, we're at the Café Jardin restaurant, which we haven't been to before, and I'm getting the feeling we should have tried it a bit sooner because it's very pretty in here and the menu is lovely. It's just nice little light bites, which is just what you want at lunchtime when you've already had breakfast and are going to have afternoon tea as well. This is what it looks like. Well, me and Jude are off to the gym. We thought after all this food we ought to do a little bit of effort, and this is our only chance to do it really because it's our sea day. So that's what we're going to do now for a bit. Okay. Oh, it's not very busy considering it's the sea day.
It isn't. So let's get straight to it.
Okay. Chris wanted evidence that we're actually going to be here, so this is the evidence. That's that done. I can tick that off the list. Thank God. No, we haven't had scones yet. So have you had a nice day?
Seeing the very blue. Have you noticed how blue the sea is?
Yes, it's beautiful.
But we're not moving.
I know, we're barely creeping along. So we've just come for afternoon tea. We thought we'd do the restaurant on our last day, and we've got our little finger sandwiches.
I ate mine already.
I've been chatting. And these are our little cakes, which I don't think they brought enough of personally. We're on our last evening, it's our last dinner. The kids are having a buffet tonight, but we're here in the restaurant, and Mum and Dad did a napkin folding course today, so they're just going to demonstrate for us now. Oh, thank you.
Well, I've got something.
Yeah, that looks good.
Is it? What you
Your starters?
Thank you.
Yeah, then where do you tuck it? Go on between us, you've done quite well.
Yes, thank you. Go on then, show me. Oh, very good.
A rose.
That's a rose. Now Mum needs to take it apart. That looks good. Oh, that's so disappointing. It doesn't clink. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Would you like me to return them to you?
Yes. That's a good one. Oh.
People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just so sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for 5 o'clock somewhere.
Good evening. It's the end of Wednesday and the end of our holiday. I'm angling this carefully because don't move. I've got I've got to angle this carefully because we don't have any clothes right now because our suitcases, I don't know if you've ever done a cruise, but our suitcases have to go out the night before because the airline, well, it's a package holiday, so the airline collects our suitcases the night before we actually get on the plane and takes them off to, I'm moving about too much, and takes them off to Gatwick for us. So yeah, we're sort of stuck in our room with no clothes on, with tomorrow's clothes in a pile for tomorrow. Yeah, we're just looking out at the moon. There it is. There we are. We are travelling very slowly at the moment. There's hardly any wave movement. And there's a lighthouse flashing over there, which we think must be Sicily. On our way back to Valletta now in Malta. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you back in England. Good morning, it's Thursday and it's time to go home. We're just sitting around, we've had breakfast.
Everybody else, if I could just ask you to sit very patiently and wait for any further announcements.
We had to be out of the room by 8 o'clock, so we're just sort of hanging around a bit. We've got about another hour until...
So once again, that's anybody who had a cabin on it.
Leaving the ship and getting on the coach to go to the airport. So yeah, we're all just sitting here doing not much at all. And it's Kristen and mine's anniversary today, so we're having a plane anniversary. Friends fans will know what that means. Thank you for having us. Right, come on then, let's go find this train. Yes, bye. Thank you for joining us. Hello everyone, we are home. It's now Friday and we just went straight to bed last night without unpacking anything, so that's what I've got to do now. But it was such a lovely holiday. It was so nice. It was only a week long, but it was great to see different countries, different places. Never been to Greece or Albania or Malta before. Definitely going to go back to Malta. It looks beautiful there. And yeah, it was lovely to spend time with mum and dad. We don't see them often. Just sad it's all over. I cannot believe today is the 1st of September. It's like, what? No, it's just autumn. Oh, I'm not ready for September. It's lovely to be home with the cats and the dog again. She had cuddles with us all night long last night, which is nice. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and sorry if it's a long one. It probably will be a long one because I know it'll be one that family will want to look at as well, so I'm not going to edit it to 10 minutes like I normally try to do. I think I need to unpack my hairbrush, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.